First and foremost, let me thank you for coming in good numbers to our press conference. It's always humbling to see, journalists coming in large numbers, because as a former journalist, I know that it means they appreciate the work that you are doing. And let me also thank you in advance for welcoming me in Tanzania. And so far, so good. I also want to thank you for the support. I think I've gotten your support, and I'm very happy with how I've been working with some of you. I've not had any difficulty in terms of interacting with a lot of you. And so I will tell Senzo that you are good people so far. You remember the first press conference I said he warned me about the media here in Tanzania. He said, if I do well, I will get all the praises, but if I do bad, it will be the end of me. So far, so good, right? Yeah, thank you. When I got introduced to the club in June, I made it clear to all of you that the intention is to professionalize the team. The leadership of the team went as far as Botswana to look for somebody that can come and make changes to the team in terms of how the team is run. And I want to believe that that was the overall objective of the owners of the team. And also looking at the fact that the team played very well last season, achieving top 4, qualifying for CAF, it meant that the team now needs people who can come in with the experience to propel the team to greater heights. This is not trying to, undermine the work that was done by the people that we found in the club, but, as a club, you always want to evolve and move with the times. So they went to Botswana, they took me there, and I'm here to make changes where I think I need to make changes, to make the team look much better, to make the team stronger, the playing squad, the administrative squad, team. So in the preseason, you would have noticed that we made a lot of changes in terms of the playing personnel. We brought in a number of players from Africa and some from, around Tanzania. Some very expensive players, very experienced, tried and tested, some of them. So that alone should show you the ambition of the club and where the club wants to go, So it then goes without saying that if you are going to strengthen the technical department or the playing squad, it therefore means that you also have to look at yourself in the office and say, where do we lack? And as I said, when I came in, I'm only here to make changes and make the team better than where it was in the past 2-3 seasons. So we looked around and we saw where the gaps were, and as you see, the challenge ahead of us is CAF, but not only CAF, but we also have a hectic domestic schedule in terms of the league. We are just coming from Tanga, where we had a community shield, and there are other domestic competitions that we are going to be engaging in. So the team had to look at its administrative stuff to see where people can help in terms of administration and logistics, and operations. Therefore, the club took a decision to look for a chief operations officer who could come in and make sure that the team runs smoothly and seamlessly on a daily basis. You'd agree with me that the Tanzanian league is very big, and also the geographical locations of where the clubs are does not help us in any way. So we have to be agile enough to see where we need to fix. Consequently, the club then took a decision to bring in an experienced football administrator who has worked for both the TFF and the National Premier League Board. And we found one administrator called Mr. Kasano. So Mr. Kasano will be the Chief Operations Officer for Singida Fountain Gate FC. You know, I looked at his CV. His CV is quite rich. He has, I think, 2 master's degrees from Canada and from the United Kingdom. He's well vested in operations of the Premier League because he's coming from there. Worked for the TFF before, and has done a lot of work in Africa as a CAF coordinator. So we are very confident that Mr. Kasano would add value to our club. Let me introduce him here. Thank you, Mr. Kasano. Welcome. KARIBU. So this is our big reveal. This is our big reveal today. This is the new operations, Chief Operations Officer for the club. I think you all know him. Why are you not smiling, guys? Mr. Kazan, welcome to Singida Fountain Gate.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. And the second point that I wanted to, that the press conference is premised on, would be our CAF preparations. As you know, on Friday, this Friday, we will be playing against JKU from Zanzibar in the first preliminary match, Confederations Cup. And we have been hard at work preparing for the fixture. And so far, so good. As I said, when you look at our signings this season, you could tell that the team wants to go far. And with the experience that we brought in terms of the players, you can see that we really want to go far, at least to reach the group stages of the tournament. I think we've been very unequivocal about that ambition. So we as management, we've been hard at work preparing for this match. I think the test in Tanga really helped us assess ourselves in terms of where we need to correct, where we need to fix, and how we go about planning. You would have noticed that after the match on Friday, we play Prisons in Singida. So, and then we have to come back to play another leg, which is the second leg of that Confederations Cup. Therefore, it makes sense why the club would go for an experienced administrator such as Mr. Kasano, who I said has a colorful CV, has rich history in rich background in terms of CAF as a former coordinator, CAF coordinator, as a former employee of the board, league board. That experience will really help Singida Fountain Gate in terms of moving forward. And I think I should give him the second item where he will outline, you know, our in detail where we are in terms of preparation. But as I said, I want to thank you for giving us the support that I saw on the first day. And I think even before I came to Tanzania, I saw the support that you were giving Singida, especially that it was playing very well. It was doing well. As you know, I always say, if you're doing well, you know, the journalists will come. If you're not doing well, you'll probably get 5 of them at your press conference. So Thank you for supporting us.